Well, good afternoon, everybody. And we got another Tom's video. We're out here at the garden, playing a role for the hungry in the garden club. And I'll show you what I've been doing here. I've been digging out some of this mulch over here and wood chips. And I've been putting it in the beds on the outside. And I put straw down to keep the weeds from coming up. And you can see the onions are really getting going here, and we're going to walk down. It's a nice warm day today. It's going to get hot the weekend. And there's our manure pile right there. That's for later on this summer. And there's my big dude truck that I drive. And we're going to go in the gate here, check this out, and I'll show you how fast this stuff is growing. Because once it gets the fertilizer and the water and the all-day sun you get, your stuff is really going to take off growing. And you can see how I did the beds. And this is my weed abatement program. And the water lines are just coming on. And you can see that the cauliflower and the broccoli and the cabbage is really taking off now. And it'll be growing fast. Now, you don't see any weeds around where the straw is at. And these are good looking beds here. These are some of the other beds that don't have the weed abatement in there. And you can see this bed has got some weeds coming up, and somebody's going to be underneath pulling them. Okay. And we got another bed down there that's got straw in it. And we just take a walk down here and see how it's doing. Has anybody ever seen an artichoke plant? Well, this is a giant artichoke plant that Larry has, and it grows about 4 to 5 feet, and it's got the artichokes on it, and it can produce artichokes year-round. And he has some cabbage over here, and we have weed abatement over here, and the onions are looking pretty good here. Of course, we had that Santa Ana wind blowing the other day, and some of the straw was kind of getting blowed around, but it looks like it's holding pretty good. I bet the soil is kind of nice and wet over here because the straw is keeping the moisture in, and that's pretty good considering it gets hot out here in the summertime, and hopefully we won't have any weeds here. And when I pull the onions up and get ready to plant, the squash and the melons and the cantaloupe and the tomatoes, I just plant them in the same spot the onions are. And I won't have to till, and I won't have to pull weeds. And all I gotta do is just watch everything grow. So now we're gonna walk back. This is another plot that Ron has. His onions are doing pretty good, and we're going to walk back this way. Some radishes over here. Look, some lettuce. And you can always tell where my beds are at because I have straw, and the other fellas don't have it. So when the weeds come out, they come out. I'll show you what the weeds look like over here. These are real nasty looking weeds. Okay. We're going to walk up here. And this is Bill's plot. He got his onions in a little bit late, so they're not doing so swell. But you can see how he did all this over here. And I put straw all in here. And it's really doing a good job of keeping the moisture in the ground for these onions to grow. And they're really sprouting out really good. Richard has got some Gonzales cabbages here. He planted 138 of them. And they're not supposed to get very big, but they're nice and firm. So maybe I can talk him out of a couple this year. Of course, he's got a whole bunch here. The thing is, when you plant all this stuff at one time, all the cabbages come in at the same time. So if you plan to have a garden, you want to plant your stuff about 3 to 4 week intervals. That way you can harvest each month and have good stuff. And not wait till the last minute and have everything you've done at one time and then no place to put it. And here's where I did some weed abatement over here and kind of cleaned it up a little bit, because we got to keep the weeds down around here, otherwise we get snakes out here and we don't want that. So here's the wheelbarrow that I use to do all the work in, and it's doing pretty good. So now I'm going to walk back to the other end. Janet planted some broccoli and cauliflower here, and she likes to put rugs down on her bed. Then she thinks the weeds are going to stay down, but the weeds keep coming up. Now I'm back to where mine is, and you can see the difference where the weeds are and where the straw is at. And it looks like we got a rabbit out here. He's just digging around in this straw. Maybe he's trying to make a nest or something. But I put a lot of straw down. The one thing we can't get rid of is these little rabbits that they like to live out here, and they're hard to get rid of. But hopefully they don't eat too much. Just a little bit. Okay. Now, there's the manure pile we have. And we're going to go back out here. And I'm going to put this 24-hour surveillance sign back up. And that's kind of it for today. This is the end of Tom's video, and we hope to see you next time. And everybody have a great day, and so long.